essentially,
well, it was timed very well.
Well, look. I feel
that came out at a very
time so well.
This might be a bit controversial.
Oh, no, I'm with
take.
you. Don't worry, I'm with you already.
Might be a bit of a controversial take, but I truly feel like what's happening with Drake is kind of like what happened to Michael Jackson.
Ooh,
close-ish.
Fuck.
But
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what happened with Michael? You know, he was at war with Sony. You know, he bought the Beatles.
Yeah.
They hated that shit.
Okay,
on the off day.
We're doing this. Okay.
Yo, they hated
On the
that.
off day.
Who's calling my phone? Welcome. Ça va?
Yeah, what's up, myself?
Welcome to Bridge the Gap. I'm Nikki. Okay.
What's up? Yo, it's your turn.
Once you brought something mixed, man, you already know.
All right, and we got Saturday in the cut, humming or whatever he's doing. Listen, today we're doing a song. We're back to a song, and this song, 2025, off of Some Sexy Songs For You album. It's Drake, Nokia. Ha. Listen. This song comes at a part on the album where I'm wondering, I'm asking for something new, but I didn't know that was what I was gonna get. On first listen, Nokia came on. I was like, okay, this is different. I don't think Party is on this track.
He is not on this track.
He is not on this track at all. So it was a pure Drake song.
It's all Aubrey.
And it was very different than what I had been hearing in my because Some Sexy Songs For You came out on Valentine's Day. It was a very sexy and love and girls crying over Chanel, all of these things. And there were little moments of Drake, hinting that he'll be addressing this beef, on Give Me a Hug and what's that called? Raining in Houston and stuff like that. But Nokia is just a departure. It's like him saying, okay, it's time for a party track. It's time for me to get back to what Drake does, which I agreed with at the time. I'm like, yes, this is what I want from Drake. I want him to make music for the bitches.
For the yummies.
For the yummies.
Yeah.
For music to throw ass to, if you will. However, Nokia has the performance has surprised me. What has happened to it surprised me, and I wonder.
With the performance, what do you mean?
Of the song.
The song itself.
Yes, and I have theories as to why.
Why it surprised you?
Why it's performed that way?
Uh-huh.
The song overall, it's a party anthem, very high energy. It has a beat switch, which is, whenever we have a Drake beat switch song, it has that Atlanta bass, sweaty, flashy, high pitch synths, all of these things. It's produced by is it Elkin?
Elkin, yeah.
Elkin, is that how you pronounce it? Because I want to say Elkin, but
that's Elkin.
It's Elkin. So that sonically, I actually love what it's doing. I love the musical bed of it. I actually even like because people, my brother told me, he's like, this is corny, who's calling my phone? I'm like, yeah, but it's catchy though.
Because who's calling his phone?
Because right, you know what I mean? The little Nokia ringtone in the background too. I like the little touches. Is it a little, are there cheesy moments? For sure.
That's Drake.
Yeah.
That's this genre of song.
That's what?
His genre of song.
His genre of song is
corny. It's for me, people who get into debates that try to convince me that Drake is not tough. When not, it's like, bro, what are you trying to prove? He's not supposed to be a tough
Who cares?
guy.
I don't think he thinks he's tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Either.
He just thinks he knows tough people. Cause
he might know, but I do think he does.
This the OVO chains? Scary guys.
And on that topic, people will be surprised,
who's OVO?
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that.
I'm just saying, in the industry,
I think he knows.
The industry's a cold place, so.
Yeah, and I think Drake is not somebody that. Listen, I wouldn't play with him. Kendrick didn't care, but
I want an owl chain. All my takes are gonna be based off of that today. an owl chain.
Okay.
Scared me, yeah.
But let me just get the music out of the way first, like the musicality of it first. The first half is like very house dance floor vibe with the synths and the bass, and the second half is
the Atlanta bass, you know, Miami bass type of, you know, almost like a Uncle Luke type track, you know what I mean?
I thought JT was gonna be on this song.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what he does very well though, like in Nights for reminiscing to Nights for What type of stuff. And then the second half it switches to like a more slow groove, great baby girl, where he's rapping forward and he's asking if him and this girl are the only ones.
Hold up. I have to ask both you guys this question.
Yeah.
Like, am I the only one tripping, or does those background voices sound like almost like a mimic of Kendrick?
No, that's how Elkin speaks.
Oh, that's who's speaking?
Yes, Elkin is doing the baby girl.
I'm sorry, wait, that actually, well, that's funny though.
No,
I could actually kind of see that.
No,
like, I could
Saturday. No.
I can see
Don't you
that.
see? It's like
I know that
to
it's
me,
not
it feels,
that.
That's because Kendrick has a weird voice.
That's the
It's
thing.
But you
all
know how
weird voices tend to go Kendrick.
you know how Kendrick manipulates his voice and all that,
but
right?
no,
I don't know. I felt like it was kind of like
I don't think that was purposeful.
No, that was Elkin
that I
saying
think
baby
it was.
girl. It was
Baby girl. I'm sorry, that shit.
I don't know. Yo, let us
know.
know what you think in the comments.
You think
Does it sound like Kendrick or not?
I also want to know. I also want to know which half y'all prefer, first half or second half, because I know people who have both. But is it Stacy? Is it, they like that part in the first half? But me, I'm a baby girl. I like when the beat switches the slow groove and then he's rapping. I like when Drake owns up to his wholeness. I love that type.
Owns up to his wholeness.
Yes, like when he's just like, he literally says it. How many holes in this? Is it just me and you, my love? No, Drake, first of all.
You said my love, I called her homie. That's a sick nigga. I like his style.
Because I'm like,
I like his
how are we
style.
just assuming this?
I'll show you a hoe and say my love. That's real.
Oh, like that's the Drake I love, honestly. It's fun. Like, that's why this track, honestly, became such a standout for most people as soon as they heard
My
of.
love.
Listen. However, and then there was the video that, again, I felt
Wait,
flat.
you're going too fast.
I'm sorry, what's up?
I personally think the first part of the song is better. As a DJ, the first part is easier to mix
that one's
into.
easier to play for sure.
The second part, it slows down too much for outside.
Yeah.
Okay. First
Matter of fact, I probably wouldn't play that second part.
you're not playing the second part ever.
Really?
I'll play the second part. I get it right out of that.
But it's interesting that you tell me that you like it, so now it tells me, it's like, maybe I'll try to play it one day, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I think a lot of, the baddies, they like that part. Like, I know a lot of my friends,
It's just hard to get out of it. That's the issue.
Exactly. Like,
because I'm problem solving. I'm like,
there's a BPM switch, you know what I mean? In terms of like DJ talk, like the speed changes. So now it's like,
BPMs,
now figuring out how, what's
gonna fit it.
Yeah, exactly.
You start really high energy and then you just vibe.
When the song's at 121 and then it probably goes
110
type deal, maybe even slower than that.
Yeah, fair. I can definitely see that being an issue. Anyways, but I think overall the song is a very solid song.
It's a great constructed song. Very well structured. Like there's a hook, there's a clear hook, clear pre-chorus, clear verses.
I like what when you mentioned earlier about Drake's ability to recapture a certain sound and essence. Like that's basically what he's been thriving for his whole career. No matters, Latin, Afro. Even though if the Afro music, I don't really like to hear Drake on the Afro. Especially that. I don't want to hear that shit anymore. Yeah,
I like that you don't like that. I like Drake on that type of stuff, but I think it's interesting.
That's almost blasphemous.
Because that it shows Drake's biggest problem is that he has so many different bags that no one's gonna ever like every single bag.
Right.
But the good part as well is that he has so many bags that you gonna find one you like.
That you like.
Yeah, it's hard to hate on a nigga with that many bags. He's like,
and when you brought up about what he was in My Feelings. Or Nice for What, some New Orleans bounce, you know what I mean? With this one, it was a Miami bass, Atlanta bass. And I think also the other thing too is that, in order to, he just came out from, the whole entire situation and all that.
I love how it's the situation.
Right? The beef or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Because, it is a situation.
Yeah. You gotta sue the situation.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But I felt like he was just able to do what he usually does, and it's to bring back a certain air. I really felt like that song was Hotline Bling all over again. Basically recycled
reached
that.
out accolades and heights, but it was AIDS.
Yeah, he basically
Yeah.
took that.
Literally,
The same formula. Yeah.
If you take out this year's like negative press, it would have done what it was supposed to do.
So that's okay. So that's where I want to get to, because as much as like I think this is a good song and this was the right move for Drake after this.
Sorry, I was singing the song.
Okay, I was like,
I really try to get that changed.
yo, they got listen. They recruiting. You need to. Anyways.
Nala, what's it with the membership? The open membership?
Actually, I think they probably closed it because Drake said no. Y'all niggas ain't coming around me no more. They not coming. Why are you see? These people don't need to know about this shit.
Yeah, I just have to say also, Shea Gil just Alexander's appearance in the video, that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Hey, what championship off that? Everything was set up for that video to do what it's supposed to do. It was a bad year for my man.
So that's where I'm going. Because like I think it was the right move after the situation. He needed to come back with something to remind people why Drake is Drake. The whole I think Party Next Door album was already set up to come, so it's like, okay, we're just gonna make this the conduit for it. We're gonna put Nokia on this. The song, however, did not do what it was supposed to do. In my opinion. Yes, I'm sure. Because here's what I'm saying. It came out in February.
Yeah.
This is a summer track.
Yeah.
This is a song that should have, if it was going to come out in February, you need to keep pushing that. This needs to still have life in the summer months. Because what am I doing to it in February? And first of all, if this is on an album that's a sex playlist, why is this song here? Because now you're fucking up my flow.
Okay, well, I got arguments for this. I got arguments to fight that one.
I'm interested in
I can fight this. Okay. One, yes, usually summer songs come out the quarter earlier. This came out the quarter earlier before summer, before like June.
At least March, April?
February, March is the end of the quarter.
It came out in February 14th, Valentine's Day. It's a little early.
Early, but it gives enough time to breathe. The other issue is that you can't sue your label and go number one. So I don't know the fuck you thought was gonna happen.
So you saying they actively blocked?
No, just wanted to see what would happen if I tried.
Oh yeah, hold on. What did you just say?
Because he said you can't sue your label and go number one. So are you saying that if he wasn't suing his label,
it'd go number one? It went number two. You think it was number one?
I don't know.
Because watch this. Because he drops the 100 gigs pack. Mm-hmm. He uses the default iPhone just waveform thing as a cover art. 3 songs, says fuck it, let's see what happens. It does barely any noise, right? Now he's like, alright, I'm dropping a project with Party because I wanted to do that for a while, and it's like, why not? Let me just divert a little bit and then drop this Nokia song in it. Again, Nokia was supposed to be a hit. He was like, oh shit, you guys like that one? Fine, we'll push it more, we'll put the video behind it. Right? Like, yeah, he probably said, oh, this is a good song, I think people will like it, but he really knows it's gonna be a hit. There's probably other songs. Like, I think Diatron was probably supposed to be the bigger hit on that album. Somebody Loves You ended up being like a cult classic for that album. Like, everybody was singing when we went to Miami type shit.
Which I cannot stand that song.
I know, but you can't stand it, but it worked for what it was supposed to do, right? And so Nokia was like, alright, this is a Drake song that is dancey, and it's like, oh, we're suing our label. Let's see what happens if it's just us trying to work the song independently. Because UMG not giving him money to make that song go.
How did he work? Okay, let's be real. Because let's talk the real shit. Did you hear this? Was this song outside?
Yeah.
It was not.
Well, for me, I played it. I was outside, I heard it.
No, the song.
You
can't deny it.
The song wasn't played. I feel like for a Drake song to be number one, because I think that's Nokia has the potential to have been a number one record. That song has to be like, I cannot
escape it.
Yes,
you have to pay for that. Like, you have to.
Well, for me, like, and Saturday, maybe you can hop in, on the statement I'm about to make. As a DJ, often what happens is like songs get brought up to you without even like you necessarily like wanting it or looking for it. Like, people come and ask you for the song, you know what I mean, or you'll hear it, play other places and all that. So it's like,
it was highly requested.
The song was
requested.
Right now, is it still requested?
I would say the song is still surviving right now.
I can tell that people want to hear it because just based off of what other DJs were doing with it. Because DJs like playing because it's a fun song to play. It's an easy song to play.
Now with the edits,
all the edits.
I don't know if you guys saw the Will Smith one.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it really
shout out to Will Smith.
To get with number one, you have to pay.
I like pretty girls.
And like how Billboard works now is that it's not based off just strictly streaming or like sales. It's based off radio play.
Right.
Radio play, you have to pay for radio play. If
yes,
the label's not paying for your radio play,
glorified payola.
You're not going number one. So how do you expect a song that is doing all that well to go number one if the label is like, no, fuck you?
So okay. So I'll say this then, because let's be real. I'm not the youngest chicken in the bunch. I'm not the youngest flower here. So my group of girls, we're all around the same age. So maybe I don't know what the youngins are outside requesting like that.
Mm-hmm. That's a fair take.
I do know that my group, Nokia went like this. It went very fast, and I feel like it wouldn't have phased out this quickly if we had it in a warmer months. We would have been, but now Nokia comes like, who's calling my phone? Girl, turn it off. I can't call your phone no more.
Come on phone right now. Call phone right now.
It's like
No, but hold up. Earlier, you brought up a take which I found pretty interesting because you said it's as if like the label like wasn't pushing it.
Yeah, no, Saturday brought that up, but I wanted, and because he's suing them, so
I'll give her a really good.
So they're like,
well, I'm just curious to know, what's your take on like the entire situation?
I agree that they're not promoting
Drake going after his label. Suing his own label because that's some stuff that we've never seen before.
You can't be up and then sue your label. It's like very rare. But also think about a label pushing a song or paying for a radio play. It's Shabuzi's bar song.
Yeah.
That shit's still like top 5 in the charts.
They definitely paid for it.
Not based off streaming, but based off radio play.
Right.
So, I think that what Drake did is definitely some big bullshit. You don't do that if you don't feel like...
If you have money.
Yes, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That means he's like, his pockets were enough comfortable that he was like, I'm doing this. Mm-hmm. And it's like... For
the long haul, not I'm assuming for 3 months. We could go for 5 years. Let's go.
And to that, I say Drake.
And he's still making the money. Like, that's a funny part. Like, they're using his money to counter suit. That's
so true.
And they're using their money to sue them.
They're paying for this lawsuit with us.
To me, I have to say, like, I don't know, as a hip-hop fan, music fan, it frustrates me that, like, we're seeing, like, that part of the game, like, at the forefront. You know what I mean? While it's like,
I don't like it for hip hop.
You know what I mean?
As a person, I understand completely why he did it. For hip hop, I think.
It's like and then it's always it's always in hip hop. You know what I mean? Like for me, to be quite frank, I wasn't a fan of the whole entire beef. You know what I mean? But, like we'll call it what it was. You know what I mean? The beef between Kendrick and Drake. I wasn't a fan of it. You know what I mean? Because I
thought it was great for the culture when it was great, and then it started getting.
Great, but also the issue is like you're dealing with entities, not just artists. Like I can say Kendrick is an entity, but more of an artist entity. Drake is a business.
Yeah, there's a whole.
You can't defamate a business and get them not to react.
It's the biggest thing we've ever seen too, because like even if you talk Jay-Z and Nas, they were not even brands. Jay-Z was definitely. Building
but you see, all right. So I'm glad you're bringing this up because for me, I'm a hip hop head. Like, I love hip hop, and I feel like you can't even compare those two situations.
The two beefs.
Yeah, those two beefs because I really feel like what's going on with the whole entire Drake and Kendrick thing. It's almost like a transfer of power. You know what I mean? There's a lot of speculation of what was going to happen with Drake. In the next upcoming years because he's coming at the end of his deal with Universal.
No, his deal was done.
His deal was done, right?
Recouped, and they were like, "You didn't recoup," and then the beef happened. So it's it looks fishy as hell.
Steve, I don't know if you guys had heard. Steve Stout had said that, like, "Yo, Drake's about to get like one of the biggest bags ever in the music industry." You know what I mean?
And then the beef happened.
And then from there, it's like you see things like crumbling. Essentially,
it was timed very well.
Well, look. I feel
that came out at a very
time so well.
This might be a bit controversial.
Oh, no, I'm with you. Don't worry, I'm with you already.
Might be a bit of a controversial take, but I truly feel like what's happening with Drake it's kind of like what happened to Michael Jackson.
Ooh.
Close-ish.
Fuck.
But
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what happened with Michael? You know, he was at war with Sony. You know, he bought the Beatles.
Yeah.
They hated that shit.
Okay,
on the off day.
We're doing this. Okay.
Yo, they hated
On the
that.
off day, he bought the Beatles.
You know what I mean? Easy. He had all these catalogs. You know what I mean? He bagged that. And they said, we would love to have that back, Mr. Jackson. And he said, you know what I'm saying?
The man's really did do that, though.
So they basically like force it. Anyway, so now with the Drake situation, it's like, that whole entire Kendrick, beef happens.
Said he.
You know, this boy was laughing at them, saying, "Yo, I bought this. You know what I mean? It's my money. You know what I mean?" Then mysteriously, you know what I mean?
People don't. It's not even.
The allegations start coming in.
It's not
Michael
mysterious
Jackson
at all.
likes to touch kids.
It's not mysterious at all. We already know how the entertainment industry works. They don't like certain people to have too much power.
Right.
Once you start getting too big for your riches, they're gonna try and knock you down some way or the other.
That's
and it's a tale as old as time.
That's why Jay-Z got that when he did.
That's the game, right
and we have seen it.
Facts,
so it's like it's
all of them. Yeah,
I mean, I could bring up names, but
you see what's happening to Sean Combs?
Please do.
I'm gonna be shunned. No, I'm gonna be shunned because I always say this to, like, my friends that I have this debate all the, every 2 to 3 business months they do this to Beyonce. Like every 2 to 3 they're like, how are we gonna try this bitch today? Okay, that didn't work. Okay, we try again next season.
My favorite person did this too was Nicki. Nicki still mad about that shit.
Listen.
But it's true. She has the right to be mad.
You're facts.
It just looks crazy because it's her. But realistically, imagine you, Nicki. You did everything to be the top female rapper of all time,
and then
and they gave Shorty an album. It's crazy. Do you know how sick you would be? He's like, yo, you want hits?
I'm sorry,
I know you can't rap.
Barty Gang, sorry.
I know you can't write, but I'm gonna find you a writer. I'm gonna give you an album hits. Go. And then you win a Grammy off that shit?
And that second album is coming. Is am I the problem? I don't know. Am I the drama?
Yes, nigga. Niggas gave you an album of hits and then pushed it.
And I'm gonna listen to it too. I'm just but I love Nicki too, but I digress. Sorry, but Drake though, yes, I agree. There's definitely it's a 20v1. He definitely said it. This was big for Drake testing his character. And I actually think if we go back to Nokia, that is what the timing was a part of it for me, but also the whole situation of this beef, everything that's been going on with the year. I think that there are some people I've seen it in real time who have, 1, switched their opinion about Drake, 2, his haters came to light. Because I remember having this conversation with one of my friends. He's always hated Drake. I called him, and this was like in the midst of the beef. He's like, I'm so happy. It's like fine. I was like, are you okay?
Nah, they just feel really
He was like, I'm finally seeing the day this guy's going down. I was like, do you know him?
Yeah, no, I feel like
not to bait this podcast, but he dropped a new single that's about to go number 2. So is he really going down?
That's what I'm saying. What did I miss?
I feel like there's something very I feel like something that's like in our generation or something. Like the era where we love to see people rise and we love to see them fall,
I think that's always
I'm thinking no, because here, look at this. I'm a big basketball guy.
Yeah.
Yo, Michael Jordan is untouchable. Like there's like shrines built after him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a debatable take.
But look at the narrative around LeBron James.
From the day he stepped on the court, it wasn't like they didn't give him a year to get good.
From the moment, like they gave him that. You know what I mean? From high school, they gave him that, and they tried. Right now you can see it. Like they're trying to tear him down.
On his way out, he's trying to retire nicely, smooth. They're talking about why you take that contract, nigga. I'm old. I'm in the league. Give me all the money.
No, another character. Like I feel like the whole entire bipolar reality TV type of energy, social media, I feel has kind of like tarnished a bit of like how we consume music today. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's why I'm not a real fan of like that whole entire situation. Like here, John Cena is another one. It's like people love to hate you. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
Oh, and that's very interesting that you say that. Because I remember one of the first conversations we had. We were talking about our musical takes,
right.
and we, brought up my fave.
Right.
And you was like, well, but her, I just can't say her fans. But I was just like, that's interesting because a lot of the reason she gets attacked is because of things of her fandom, which she actually can't control and never talks to. Unlike Nicki Minaj, who talks to her fans all the time. Y'all don't tell a shit.
Now you're talking to me in quotes because I didn't catch a thing.
You didn't catch a thing.
Because you're talking about one gang to another gang.
That's what you can say, because it's true. Like, y'all see this nothing to about friends.
Says nothing to
us. Friends are annoying as
they can be and that's why. See, when I went to Cowboy Carter, the tour, I remember like some of the girls behind us, and I was conversing. The energy is different in when you see her in New York, Jersey. People are very open. It's not like when I saw her in Toronto. Some people were just talking or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, well, I don't really say like, I don't claim Beehive like that. Like, I'm a big fan, but I don't say Beehive. They're like, what? I was like, well,
calm down, first of all.
Relax, it's okay. It's just because like when you say Beehive, there's a stigma to it. I like to say I'm a big fan. Right. She's an inspiration, all of this stuff. But we say Beehive, they think like, that's when I was 13, 14, and but y'all cannot be grown and doing this.
It's got 401k saying Beehive.
That's crazy to me. But again, I get it. All these fans started naming. I think Mariah Carey started this. The Lambs. Who started it? Eminem. The fans. You're right. Because I was like, who started naming this fan base thing? Because it made it a whole culture. But whatever.
Yeah, I remember that song used to scare me when I was younger.
It still scares me because I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? But I digress. We gotta.
Whole time, Eminem has the most normal fans. Like, you don't do shit.
Unless not the fan who wrote him that letter though. He
was tweaking, but it was one guy.
That guy was
the bar was just that's them.
He spoke about him.
He was like, yo, this nigga is tweaking. I gotta make a song about it.
And somebody heard that and they were like, you know what I want to do for my favorite artist?
It's the same shit.
That's sick.
Shit crazy.
But anyways, alright guys. But anyways, that's on Nokia. Let's talk about bridging the gap now. I'm sorry.
We're already kind of.
Anybody could go first. I don't.
Like, yeah, I'll go first. For me, I would say it definitely bridged the gap. He was able to bounce back once again to what happened to him. Publicly. Now, I mean, it kind of reminded me a bit of when Ja Rule came out with New York. After the whole entire 50 Cent beef. You know what I mean? Like it was. Like he was able to stay above water. What happened after? You can debate that. But he was able to come out with a track that worked, and it was like a low risk move also, you know what I mean? It was off a feature, with another artist, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely.
Well, it was labeled as this is not serious.
Yeah, it's like party. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a collab album. I'm trying to think.
I remember first week when it came out, they were like, "Y'all are analyzing this. You're not supposed to analyze this." I'm like, okay, all right.
Sometimes you just got a vibe.
I get it, but you knew this is the first release after this huge thing that happened. People are gonna analyze whatever you're saying.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Niggas overanalyze the whole beef.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Niggas do mad think pieces every 30 minutes. I say, yo, you guys saw a lot of time on your hands.
Honestly, to me, it doesn't bridge the gap. And the reason I feel like it doesn't bridge the gap is I said it earlier, I don't think this song did what it could do. And he didn't push it long enough. I feel like it dropped a month or two too early. The beef didn't help. It actually almost sounds too similar to what he's done before. It was almost too blatant what he was trying to do. And it's like it's one of those songs where if I listen to it, it'll come on, it's cool, but it's like I don't want to throw ass to it no more. And that's a problem.
No more, but you once did.
I once, but it doesn't bridge the gap. If that's this lifespan of it,
who's calling my phone? You're all dead.
If that's I don't But it's...
See?
You know what it did? Oh shit, this is so bad. And shout out to Joey Douefile. It cat camped. That's what happened.
It cat camped.
That
should be the expression right there.
We're not playing that song no more.
It cat camped. It came out and I was just like, woo! And then it's like, whoa.
No, but
y'all can...
Cat Copy is a different type of monster, man.
Cat Copy still plays.
It still plays, and we still love it. But I know I know some people will get looks, and it's like Nokia.
They gonna judge me.
Like, why would they? I'm just saying, like, and they tried to give it that second life with Burner, but anyways, not exactly comparable, but
an episode, I feel.
Cat Company, yeah. Future, we can talk about it. But yeah, definitely like Nokia. To me, it doesn't like a longevity thing. I don't know. It doesn't bridge the gap. And we already know that Jeff thinks it does. So I mean, Saturday. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think it bridges the gap because it's like it's funny to see an artist fight their label in like 3D and just drop shit. I was like, your attempt at fighting a label is I'm gonna just drop this song that I know is a banger and I know you want to push to make bread off this, but I know you're not gonna do it and see what happens. And it still did what it was like. It still did amazing on the charts. The only, like we're saying that it failed because it didn't go number one. You see how insane that is?
Yes, but that's and
like the bar for
and I did want to say so that is crazy, but that's what the bar is for Drake, especially when he was in an era where like he came off of Not Like Us being number one for all those weeks. It came off of this highly scrutinized beef. Mm-hmm. It came off of this energy of like he's one away from passing Michael Jackson. This was supposed to be that one.
It was on the
album cut. Once people decided this is a hit, you need.
It's not in his own project, so how can you put like that?
This song was supposed to be number one.
It was an album.
It should have been a one song.
It was an album cut. The fans made it a single.
Okay, all right. I mean, we could really disagree.
If like what? Okay, let's
right below in the comments.
Right below because also we go spoil the episodes.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, guys. Well.
Good job.
That's the bridge to gap, but under the bridge, real quick. I got my girl Magdala Music right here from MTL. And it's her yeah, we love Magdala out here. It's a track called Best Version. It's her latest single. Definitely go check that out. It's a vibe. And she's always been so beautiful, so classy, and you know, just represents for the islands very well. So I love that. And you know, go support. We support local here too, you know.
For sure. For me, you know, I'm gonna plug in, you know, my boy Lil DZ. You know, his track Mama's Boy. You know, Lil DZ is one of my favorite artists, you know, in the city. Because, you know, he does a bit of like that Kendrick feel type of music, you know what I mean? Also, you know, So, yeah, man, go check that out, man. Mama's Boy, man, Lil DZ.
All right, guys, that's a wrap on Drake's Nokia. We'll see you guys next time.